came in with Osa.
Mm-hmm.
What have your impressions been of him full time, and what have you seen from him now in his third year?
Yeah, Osa's mad, man. Osa, obviously, me and Osa drawn close to each other just because, we played early on, so it was a lot to relate to when guys went down. So, me and Osa have a really good relationship. And, when he came in, Osa was just always a guy who loved to live, loved to work out. Like, I talk about, like, Osa's type of guy. He'll go squat 400 or 500 right after games. Like, Osa's, just a bad man. And, now he's just a guy that's putting it all together, who's just getting better and better, learning how to utilize his strength, his arm reach, and you just see him just keep climbing upwards.
How much did you want to play Aaron?
I really did want to play Aaron. I know how great he is, and I loved the matchup last year. It left a bitter taste, and people always talk about how Rodgers, dominates Dallas when he plays in Dallas. So it'd been nice to break that curse. But I hope he gets healthy, and I hope he comes back next year.
What do you expect differently from them without him?
Honestly, if you watch the game, I don't expect anything differently. They got them two great backs. They got Wilson, who's a great receiver. And I don't think Zach's bad either. I think he's still learning, he's still developing. They says, it's his team, so I gotta go look at the tape from last year and get a good gist of how he feels in the pocket and what he likes to do.
You guys know that everyone's going to try to run the ball on you guys. They're going to try to avoid your rush. Mm-hmm. What do you feel like starting on this past Sunday you guys were able to show, and what do you hope to continue to show?
Just the dominance up front. We got to be dominant. We got to earn the right to pass rush. We got to stop these great backs. We're very familiar with Dalvin from the past couple years. Breece Hall, who's a little bit of a different back from Dalvin, but still a really good back, and we just got prepared. We're going to have our hands full this week.
When you're playing against a team with a dual-headed backfield like that, how does that differ from teams that have a singular back like Saquon last week? Now
Yeah.
Two backs?
Just because you can't really say what guys are running back, what guys are pass blocker. They're both great runners. So, you got to play things a little bit more honest. You can't just automatically convert to pass. You got to get ready to put your feet in the grass and make them play from behind.
Do you like it when teams double you because you know that it's going to isolate one of your teammates?
Yeah, you always love the double team, and people talk trash like, yeah, you're not doing nothing, but I always say it's the ultimate term of respect, man. If you feel like you gotta do more for me than anybody else, you just respect me more, and I just take it as that, and they want to get in my head, but I'm like, bro, I'm here, like you dealing with me, like I'm not dealing with you, like you feel me? So it's just the most respect, and you just gotta take it, and guys like Myles Garrett get it. And, that's why I respect Myles Garrett's game. He deals with the double teams. They know how dominant he is versus other guys who may not see that.
You guys, Myles' crossover move before,
yeah.
Are you going to do something like that?
I got something better than that. I saw that. I said, man, I got to revamp this. So just wait and see.
You guys are coming off for a 40-0 victory, first home game of the season. What are your expectations from the crowd at AT&T Stadium?
Man, I expect AT&T to be on another level. I expect the energy. I expect everything. With Aaron, it was a terrific team. Without Aaron, it's still a great team. So we need that same energy. They're coming in here to beat us at home, and we got to be prepared to defend the land.
Given what you guys have done on defense the last 2 years leading the NFL in takeaways, sacks, and you said after the game you want to make a statement about this being the greatest defense in the league. What was it like to watch Hard Knocks and those guys talking about how great their defense is?
It's always fun because in reality, they really do have a great defense. And you look in terms of who they have a very similar team in a very similar situation. So, I don't knock their defense. I even talked to Coop and Dad. I was like, man, y'all got your hands full. I know this type of team is a really good defense. And you love it because now it's a battle of the defenses. And usually people are like, oh, who's going to score the most? Nah, who's going to keep the least amount of points? And those are the type of games I love.
We talked about offense and defense being kind of intertwined, though, and the offense being able to help the defense by staying on the field as opposed to getting tired. Is that something that you're starting to see, that maybe this offense can keep you guys fresh by being out there?
Yeah, of course. Anytime you're able to dominate the time of possession, leave your defense to rest, making them force they have to score and get downfield is going to open up times for the pass rush and opportunities like that. So, it's always good when the offense is really doing really well. But if not, that don't determine what we're going to do.
Michael, with your boxing work, obviously the conditioning part comes with that, but how have you felt that impact the way you're able to attack, defend against linemen, and think faster?
Yeah, it's crucial, learning how to being attacked under pressure, knowing these guys are going to hit you from all different type of ways, maybe up high, down low, just being prepared for it. It's the same thing as sparring. So, you know, it's something I'm pretty much used to at this point and still actively working on it.
Would you say that made you feel a lot more dangerous in your game?
Yeah, I would say I'm a lot more dangerous, especially inside, working inside, especially when they're getting on you a whole lot faster versus outside. So I feel like it really helped my inside rushes and things like that.
Is there an example? Maybe this is a sack where you work with the double, but where you felt like your strength and handwork kind of helped you?
Yeah, just the placement. But even then, I felt like Sunday I was still a little sloppy and rusty. But coming in off this practice and heading to this game, I'm feeling a lot better. Speaking with no preseason games and then limited reps in practice during the camp and stuff like that. So now I'm really starting to feel like I'm getting into my groove.
How do you take care of yourself? Because this is week 2, but it's going to be a long season with a lot of attention from offenses. How do you make sure that you're taking care of yourself? So that
just constantly doing my body work, constantly finding ways to make sure I'm feeling as fresh as possible as I do right now. And I just got to keep up with my taking care of my body because that's the only way I'm going to last.
We're seeing a lot of injuries on turf fields. Do you have a preference, grass or turf, for playing?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, growing up, I ain't say, man, we got rocks on the field. Am I not going to play? Like, I'm not for that, bro. Honestly, you know, it is what it is. I'm going out there getting paid to do a job. I'm not worried about the conditions, like, of the field, of the rain. It could be snowing. I'm getting paid to do a job and perform, you know what I'm saying? So if something happens to me, that's just, you know, supposed to happen. Like, I'm not out here saying, like, it shouldn't have happened because of this, you know. I live by faith, not by sight. So, you know, it just is what it is. And I'm going to just play on what I got. You feel me? Concrete. We've been there before. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.